And I gave her a little disclaimer. She's like, oh, I don't want to cap or anything. I said, okay, let me just let you know, without that cap, all those oils is not going to be good for your lace. Can the payment I gave you for last week just go towards this new install? You would never ask another stylist this. Maybe about 3 weeks later, she said, hey, am I still able to get my hair done?
I would have put in all caps. NOPE.
It was bittersweet because she was a loyal client, but that's when you get taken advantage of.
Let me ask you something. Do you think she was a loyal client? Was she loyal to you or was she loyal to the discount?
Yeah. Hey, I turn that pressure into power. I turn that hate into hope. I turn that fear into faith. With my back on the ropes, I turn that pressure into power. I turn that hate into hope. I turn that fear into faith. With my back on the ropes. What you know about being down and out?
All right, man. Welcome to another episode of the Out of Winter Podcast. I am the maestro, Fly Guy HG. And I'm super excited for today's episode. We're definitely getting a perspective from another space. And I got my sister rolling with me today. Somebody that I'm afraid, cause she don't hold back. She don't hold back. A super dope person, man. Great spirit, great personality, an amazing hairstylist. Simple Styles.
Hello.
She done stepped in the building.
I'm clapping for myself. Don't worry
Samiie,
about it.
what's good, man?
How are you?
I'm cool. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm blessed.
I see you in your Chanel-y and your what the hell-y and
What
all
the-
that. Oh,
Hello.
yeah. Okay.
You know.
Talk to me, man. How's your mental? How's your mind? How's your spirit? How's everything going?
My mental's good. My mind is great. My
Yeah.
spirit is lifted. I'm so glad to be here. I'm excited.
You excited?
I just want to get into,
Are you sure?
the talk.
Are you gonna try to take over my show though? That's the real question. That's the elephant.
Do
in
you
the
know
room.
who I am?
That's why.
If y'all don't know who I am, I'm Samiie. I'm going to take over any room. That's what I do. You know that.
Help me. Help me. Okay, so you say your mental is good. Can you tell us what keeps your spirit so high? Like what keeps you in such a great mood?
Honestly, every day that I wake up, I got to pray.
What do you?
I have to pray.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, because it's so many things that happens the night before, or you worrying about your future, all these things. Like, let me just start off my day the right way. Let me say a prayer, and then I get into social media. I don't know if I'm going to open my phone and see somebody passed away or this happened, that happened. So, you know what? Let me just start my day off right.
I feel that.
And it'll calm me.
Do you consistently wake up at the same time every single day?
Never.
Oh, okay.
You know, when you have your own business, discipline comes into effect, but you can make your own schedule. So
Right.
if you feel like, okay, I may have an event this night, so guess what? I'm not gonna do hair until 11 o'clock in the morning.
Gotcha.
I can't do it at 9 tomorrow. You know, so that's.
I feel that. Okay, speaking of doing hair, I think I'm about to pose this question that a lot of hey, my brothers, I got us. That we all want to know. As a hairstylist, why don't y'all tag y'all clients?
Because it's not about our clients. It's about the business that we're doing. It's like going to Walmart. Walmart is not going to tag every person that checks out the aisle.
That's facts. But I don't think we want every person that checks out the aisle at Walmart. But y'all be having some people sitting in y'all chairs that I think y'all blocking their blessings. Because it could be their husband sitting there on the other end of the phone trying to figure out who this person is.
And they could be married already.
Then we could find out. But I can't find out if I don't know who this person is.
Well, that's true. But then you just shoot a DM. Hey, sis, you just uploaded this girl. She's very nice looking. You know, let me speak to her. What if she doesn't want to talk to you? I would have to show her you and make sure she approves. And then
that's true. But we could find out about that. But the thing about it is, sometimes we want to cut out the middle. Not me. We want to cut out the middleman. So it's like, damn, if you would have tagged her, I could have went ahead and shot my shot.
Yeah.
So, hairstylists, can y'all please tag y'all clients, please? No?
And then
That's
if we
foul.
tag them, are you going to pay for their hairstyle, or are you just going to...
Pay for their hairstyle? Maybe the next one.
Okay, but you might pay for
She
one.
already,
Okay.
by the time you post it, her hair done.
Yeah.
So
but
maybe
she's not gonna get her hair done once.
right.
But
That's
you
what I'm
know
saying.
that.
Maybe the next one.
You know, my work is not a one and done. You know, they keep coming back for more.
I understand that.
Okay.
So so you're saying they come multiple times. You don't post them not once. You don't tag them not once. That is green.
They tag me. So when they tag me, you can go ahead and click their page.
But
Look,
I can't see if they tag you. I don't even know what their page is. That's foul.
You have to consistently look at my page because a lot of people tag me, and I repost them.
From what I heard, they say some people just go in the comments because if they friends see them, their friends will just tag them.
More than likely, they're gonna put a fire emoji under their own picture,
Right.
or a heart eye, or oh my god, I look so cute.
Right. Okay. So
there you go.
There you
Do
go.
your research. Do your research, fellas, and
got-
maybe ladies. I don't know.
okay, maybe ladies, you don't do dreads or nothing like that, right?
No, but my friend does Candy Lock Styles.
Candy lock styles.
Yes.
Okay. Shut up.
But I can color dreads. So I've had a post before where I colored dreads, and people were trying to inquire about getting their dreads retwisted, and I made it known: do not ask me to retwist or style. I can color them.
Okay. Is that something that a lot of Florida guys do? Color their hair?
Oh, what?
Really?
Red, blue, yellow, green, everything.
I feel like people like, when I was in college, people used to always ask me, "Bro, you ever colored your dreads?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm from Florida. We won't do that." But clearly, I stand corrected.
But in Florida, we have so many different
People from different places.
nationality. Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're different. Like my cousin is Jamaican, so he got his color fire red.
That's true.
So,
that's very true. They do be.
Then I had another guy. He wanted it. He had blonde, but he wanted it back to black. He's like, I can't do this anymore
Why?
because he needed a job. Oh, I hope he doesn't watch this. That wasn't.
He gonna watch this.
He just wanted to go back
But
regular.
but he don't. But nobody know. Like only person that knows is you.
Right. You're right.
What's his name?
Don't go on my page and look for it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna archive it. I'm gonna go archive it because
He on there right now. Dang. Hey yo, big money.
I need some coffee.
It's all right, bro. Nobody knows who it is. But hey, you smart though. You got to stand on business. Get them things dyed back black.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? All right, man. So before we get into the nitty gritty, we go ahead and do our dreamers toast.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and grab one of these because somebody told her it couldn't be done. But she with a chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but she would be one that wouldn't say so till she tried. So she buckled right in with a trace of a grin on her face. If she worried, she hit it. She started to sing as she tackled that thing that couldn't be done. And she did it. Salute to all the dreamers out there, man. Jesus, Louises. Never again.
I love that nice little.
Until next week.
Okay. Yep. Until tonight, I'm playing.
Wait, today's oh yeah,
It's a Saturday
it's a
night.
Saturday. Y'all going up. I'm going to bed. I'm too old. But all right, man. Let's start from the beginning. Where you from?
Okay.
How was it growing up?
Okay.
Talk to me.
All right. So, I am from the lovely city of Miramar. Unfortunately, we are not claimed by Broward or Day, so we are own people.
Okay.
We right at that county line. We are own people.
Okay.
And I love the city that I'm from. I love the people.
Yep.
Everything about it. Everybody's trying to move to Miramar now, so
Really?
a lot of people
Why?
from Day and Broward. Miramar is a beautiful city.
No, it is for sure.
So that's why they want to move.
I feel like Miramar and Pines kind of go hand in hand, in my opinion.
You're right. Pine's a little bit more uppity.
Yeah, a little bit more uppity, for sure.
Miramar is real.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Pines, it's like, all right, I don't want to talk to nobody. Like,
Yeah, no, facts.
I'm staying alone.
So
I did stay in Pines for a little bit.
So like Miramar is like Miramar, Miami Gardens. Pines is like Miramar and Southwest Ranches.
For sure. That's the perfect example.
If you're not from the crib, you will know what I'm talking about. So catch up.
Um,
But so okay, what year did you go to Miramar High School?
Yes.
What year you came out?
Patriots 2014.
Trash.
Hello. Our picnic is August 3rd. That's my birthday.
Y'all having a
but
picnic? Oh, Carol City just had a picnic. You went?
No.
New Orleans just had a picnic last weekend.
I went to Miramar.
You went to Miramar?
I'm going to Miramar.
Going to Miramar.
I'm going to
So
Miramar
okay,
picnic.
there was a stigma about Miramar High School, where if you ain't come with your best on, it was like a fashion show every single day at school. Is that true?
For sure.
Really?
For sure. They did not play. Every day you had to, because we didn't wear uniform.
Facts.
And
Facts.
we're not like the regular Broward where they don't care. They're going to wear slacks. And, you know, we were so close to Dade.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Do I don't know. What you mean I don't understand what
You
you're
understand
saying.
what I'm saying.
But let me ask you
so
something.
close to Dade where we have to live to a certain standard.
100%. So, okay, you just said regular Broward. What's regular Broward?
Oh, they not about to get me in the comments.
What's regular Broward?
You know, like South Broward, like those schools over there where they don't have to wear uniform as well, but it's not like a fashion show. They'll come, you know, deep in Broward, they're known for wearing like black forces.
No,
like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They do things and it's like you can do what you want. They wear plaid.
Yeah.
Or used to at least.
So Miramar ain't wear plaid? Lie.
When the plaid shorts was out, we wore them.
Okay. Plaid shorts and polos?
For sure.
Okay. Listen.
But no loafers. No polo loafers.
I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I ain't gonna lie.
I love Broward. I just
Listen, them loafers.
I gotta throw that out there.
Hey man, salute to all Broward County, but I think the loafers were more of a Pompano thing.
You right.
It's just I don't know.
I think from like deep side, shallow side to Pompano.
That's the loafers, right?
For sure.
So
You're
first and foremost, I gotta go ahead and shout out to Hollandale High School.
My sister went to Hollandale.
Shout out to Hollandale High School. You feel what I'm saying?
I went to Matt Nickel.
But I would. Oh yeah, Matt Nickel stand up all day. You feel me? Matt Nickel stand up all day.
You know how we do.
But shout out to Hollandale High School.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? So before you talking about South Broward, I was like, she getting real close now. Cause at Hollandale we used to step.
I know I can't speak about Hollandale because my sister went there.
Okay, cool.
I don't need her to jump across this table.
Okay, cool. Just so we on the same page. Cause I remember growing up, bro. Like Miramar was known as like people would literally not go to Miramar because they felt as though they couldn't keep up.
To this day.
It's still the same?
To this day, my nephew goes there, and when I tell you, I'm like, where he's wearing a Mary Cuban link, Cuban bracelet. I'm like, EJ, where are you going?
Where you going?
He's going to school.
What's his name? EJ?
EJ.
Hey, EJ.
Dream Chaser EJ.
Tell me how to get a Cuban link, bro. Because when I was in high school, I had a little Jesus piece. Shout out to my older brother. I had a little Jesus piece.
Or what was out the rosaries?
The rosaries? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I had the little bracelet with all the saints on it.
Oh yes.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
But one thing for sure, I was stepping in high school.
For sure.
And if anybody want to call me out, better holler at the people with Hollandale with me. I was stepping in high school. You feel me?
What year did you graduate?
11.
Okay.
But you know, I left Hollandale and went to Heritage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my mama made me transfer.
That's good.
Mama knows best.
Knows best.
I swear. But all right, so let's get into being a hairstylist. How'd you get into that? Like, how'd that come about?
You want to know the truth?
Actually, before we get to the truth, Florida Memorial graduate.
Ooh, for sure.
What did you study?
I studied psychology and sociology.
Is that something that you wanted to pursue? That's why you studied that?
I pursued it. Yeah, I worked at a mental facility for adolescents for 3 years.
And how was that?
Amazing.
Yeah, that smile don't tell me amazing.
Amazing.
So if it was so amazing, why'd you leave?
It wasn't the kids, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Sometimes when you get into a business and you're deeply involved, you see like how the higher ups feel, and I couldn't get with it.
Got you.
Yeah, but it hurt. It hurt to leave the kids, honestly.
So what were the higher ups doing that you felt like you just wasn't rocking with it? Was it them dangling carrots in your face? Was it?
Well, I'm not saying the name, so I can get into it.
No, we don't got to say. We don't got a name drop. We only got to name drop the dude who had to change his hair back to black. No, I'm just playing.
We're not gonna be stuck in the past, okay? I just want to.
I'm just playing. Yeah. So what happened with the healthcare facility?
Honestly, we're a mental facility, right?
Right.
And everyone who's there has a mental disorder. They've been diagnosed. And we had a program, and you were set for a certain amount of time. Mm-hmm. So sometimes if you don't graduate within that time frame, they kind of take different approaches towards your child. And it follows you. Whatever is documented in the system, it follows you for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. And it was a lot of kids that would graduate, and they would want us to still put them in as, being part of the program. so they can get money. Because, we get money per child.
Got it.
Per child, per hour. So when kids are graduating, they're like, oh, no, we're losing money because they're graduating.
Right.
So let's go ahead and just input their name in the system.
Just to keep that money coming in.
I'm not doing that.
Facts.
I'm not doing that to nobody.
Because if y'all get audited, that becomes a very, man. Okay. I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
No, right.
I'm like, I can't do it.
And a lot of those kids, the care was being paid for by insurances probably.
Of course.
So it was
Of course. So I'm not even going to get too deep into that. But yes, I couldn't do it. And then I was doing hair while I was doing that. And I was also at the hotel. Right.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I'm making good money. I don't have to be here.
Right.
And, after I left, thank God, I had to pray on it real hard because I said, this is something I love. And when I left shortly after, it's like it declined. So I guess I left at the right time.
Oh, the
business, the whole business.
Did they get caught up?
Real bad.
Real
bad.
Oh, real bad.
Real bad.
Young Miami went to Miramar, ain't it?
Yes, she did.
Y'all went to school together?
Young Miami, come to the picnic and perform, please. Love you.
That's your homie?
Thank you. Huh?
That's your homie?
In my head. She's older than me.
For real?
Yeah.
When she came out? 2012,
She came out,
2013?
I believe, 12, if I'm not mistaken. 12 or 11.
Nah,
Yeah.
I think she came out 12. She younger than me.
Okay, so then it was 12.
Okay.
But I was 14.
So y'all was in school together, though. Y'all walked the halls together.
We probably did. But if she was Young Miami in school, I would have been like, Young Miami.
No, right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
At the time.
I ain't even know. Like, I just heard that recently that she went to Miramar. I ain't even know she went to Miramar.
She walked those halls.
She walked those halls.
Mm-hmm.
Swagged up to the T. Okay. And then you get into hairstyling. How did it start? Did you start off interning somewhere inside of someone's shop or shadowing somebody, or you just start off by yourself?
Let me tell you what happened. Shout out to Queen Soul. I love you. I appreciate you. She's a girl's girl, and I'll never forget this. I only went to her. I don't care what style I was getting. And if she couldn't do it, I'm like, we're going to figure it out. But she knew how to do everything, so that was never a problem. At one point, she was having a baby. It was a lot going on, and I'm like, so I need you. I don't want to go to anybody. So out of the kindness of her heart, I don't even know if she remembers this. One day I was panicking. I FaceTimed her, and she literally showed me how to like redo my wig a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this isn't that hard. So I honestly kept doing it. And people was like, oh, you must do hair because your hair looks good if you did it. I said, no, I don't do hair. I do mine. But then this girl was like, I'll pay you, do my hair. I said, okay, you talking money. I'm going to do it.
I swear.
I'm in college. Swear. I'm like, I'm tired of eating cup noodles. So, yeah, maybe I could go get me something without going on a date. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I started, and I didn't even know how to braid. Like, I knew how to braid, but not really.
Right.
So I'm like, come braid it, and you don't even got to pay nothing for real, you know? And then Soul ended up coming out with a class, and of course, I had to take it.
Right, facts.
I took her class. She did a one-on-one. She said, however long, whatever you need to learn. And the first thing I said was, I need to braid. She said, you don't know how to braid, but you're putting people's wigs on? I said, correct. And she literally was patient with me. She taught me everything, honestly.
What's up.
And that's how I started. Queen Soul.
Queen Soul.
Yes, SOL.
You the GOAT.
You
the GOAT, baby girl. You the GOAT. So I think something that when I hear you speak about that, it sounds like you took that leap of faith knowing that you didn't know how to properly do this, but you said, man, I'm going to take this gamble. Explain to the young women or older women who aspire to be hairstylists how important it is to take that gamble and just say, you know what, I'd rather fail going forward as opposed to not doing nothing at all.
Yes. I would say if that's something you want to do, go for it, because even 10 years from now, you're still going to learn something new, regardless of the fact there's something that you have to learn. So some people say, well, I want to be like Alonzo Arnold. I want to be like all these other celebrity stylists before I actually post a picture or before I do this or that. Like, no, you don't do that, because then you're going to discourage yourself. Like, the more you do hair, the more you put towards your craft, like, you're going to get so much more out of it.
100%.
Like, as long as you take that step, The money's gonna come, the clients are gonna come, everything's gonna come, but you have to put yourself into it. You gotta believe in yourself. Everybody else is gonna believe in you afterwards. Trust me.
And does that speak on consistency?
You gotta be consistent. And I have to talk to myself about that. Cause sometimes, like, I have so much in this phone and I'm like, I don't feel like posting. I don't feel like, but you gotta do it.
Facts.
That's how people is gonna know about you. Cause sometimes a person came to me and they're like, oh, I heard about you word of mouth. I didn't even know you do hair. I'm like, what? I gotta get on my stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta get on my stuff. And another thing,
Talk to him.
I'm gonna get off Queen Soul, but let me tell you how important a girl's hair is for her birthday.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We don't play about our birthdays. Our birthdays, we have to look top notch. Like, we do not play about our birthdays. When I tell you I've done this lady's hair for about 3 of her birthdays, it made like that's like a compliment to me. For somebody to come to you for their birthday, and she taught me, so it's like I was your client.
Queen Soul coming to you for her birthday?
About 3 times.
Nah,
and that made me feel good.
Man, that speaks highly on her character, and that tells you how much she believed in you from the very beginning.
Yes.
So like for her to come, like you said, people don't play about their birthdays, and trust me, I know. See, I'm not even the person that celebrates my birthday like I'm supposed to, but I watch. I see how important I do. Okay. But I see how important people's birthdays are to them, and the fact that I wouldn't say put you on, but motivated you and pushed you to do that. And then she trusts you for her birthday look?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And even one of the looks, I'm like, I don't know how to do this. She said, oh, you're going to learn today.
Yes, sir.
And she literally sat there and taught me what to do and paid me and tipped me. I'm like, oh, my God.
Let's go. Let's go.
So, yeah, I'm appreciative.
No, that's what's up,
Definitely.
man. Damn.
Definitely.
That's
when
what's
I
up.
talk about hair, I got to include her for sure.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Is there any other people because I be hearing about this. I don't even know who she is, but she's a lady that's known for doing bobs. Like, she's like a bob queen or something.
Are you talking about Dora?
I think.
Dora 90?
Yeah, her, 95 or something like that. And then there's another person that was the original bob queen before her.
Oh, you talking about Shawnee? I know who you talking about. It's gonna come to my head.
Yeah. So is there anybody here in the state in South Florida that like I wouldn't say like idolize, but more so admire? Somebody that you want to give your flower, you want to give them their flowers. Somebody that you feel like, damn, they be doing their thing.
I already said it.
Just Queen Soul.
I can't get off of her because I'm not the only person who has the same testimony
About her?
Like, I personally know other people that'll say, wow, she really put me on.
That's what's up, bro.
She really motivated me. She, like, being a hairstylist, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you don't want to tag other hairstylists because it's like, that could be my client, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
she
facts,
will
facts.
tag you. She will post. She will do whatever she has to do. She's a girl's girl and very down to earth. So I've always admired her. And she's a Leo like me. So maybe that's why we click so hard.
Here we go with the Zodiacs. Good God.
For sure.
Nah, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm one of the people that I feel like I like to put people on as well. I don't and it could be a bad thing that sometimes I feel like there's opportunities that God kind of made for me. But in the way my brain works, it's like, damn, how can I help other people with this avenue or with this vehicle? And with Queen, bro, that is dope. Understand you are a beacon of light for a lot of these young girls out here. And keep doing what you're doing, man. That's dope. God, like, nothing that you're doing is going in vain. When people talk about, like, what's done in the dark comes to the light, they only speak about that in the bad way. Like, if you're doing wrong to people, you're going to get wrong done to you. But if you're doing good to people and people, not everybody see it. They don't see the behind the scenes stuff that you're doing. Man, listen, God gonna come down here personally and hand you your flowers. So keep doing what you're doing, Queen, for sure. That's dope. And whenever you're ready, I'm ready to get my hair done too. I want to get mine late. But when did you start with your own shop, your own booth, your own? You know what I'm saying? How did that come about?
Okay. It felt like I was almost forced to. So, you know, I started out kitchen stitching. Like, I was in the kitchen doing hair. I had my family walking back and forth. I need juice.
I've never you say kitchen stitching?
It's somebody's name. I don't know if it's still her name. Hopefully it's not, but I know a lady, like, her name was kitchen stitching. Like, she did hair in the kitchen.
That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah. And I loved it because that made me feel a little more comfortable. Like, okay,
Yeah, that's
you gotta
hard.
start from somewhere. I didn't have enough clients, and I'm like, I know I'm gonna have to pay booth rent or shop rent. So you know what? I'm gonna do it at home.
Nah, facts.
Yeah, and I was, living with my peoples at the time, and I'm like, I need to start doing hair.
Yeah.
And she was more than understanding, especially being the fact that she gonna get her rent on time.
Nah, facts.
So, for sure, my sisters, everybody, I felt good. I appreciated them for allowing me to, test out different things on their hair. My sister, for sure, like every week I'm coming to her like, Jess, I need you. I want to try this. She's
That's
like,
what's up.
I don't like, because she had bad experiences in the past where she tried somebody and they messed her up.
Gotcha.
But she had that faith in me. So, for sure, all my sisters, Stephanie, Brittany.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Stephanie, Brittany. Shout out to Big Sis.
Sis.
Yes, she got, yeah. Shout out to Big, man. Listen, that's dope. Now, so when you talk about products, how important is it for you as a hairstylist to know the products that you're using on your clients?
It's super important because especially, I do just about everything, but as far as like quick weaves, I like to do products where you're not getting glue stuck in your head, because a lot of people, that's their problem. Even me growing up, I wanted to go to the most ghetto hairstylist. Like, I want everything. I want extra spritz. I want extra this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But, at that time, they didn't care about the foundation of your hair.
Right.
And that's something I'm big on. I'm going to put oil in your hair. I'm going to massage it. I'm going to do whatever I need to do to make sure your hair is growing as I'm doing your hair. But with products, you want to make sure they last. A lot of times I try it on myself. So if I can't try it on myself, I'm not going to try it on you.
Got you. That's what's up, man. That's commendable. Because, like you said, some people just don't care.
They don't, and I've seen it, and I'm like, wow.
It's like, let me get you in and out of my chair.
Yeah, whatever I have to do.
Right.
Growing up, it was this lady, when you came and got your hair done, she told you have to bring a bottle of spritz to your hair appointment.
Why am I? That's it. The fact, and you brought it?
Yeah, I did.
Yo.
I bought it.
And the fact that you say that, it makes me think about, it's some women out here who, some of these lock stylists, that be like, can you come with your hair wash? Ma'am. Like, I need my hair, like, which means I can come in there with, like, weeds growing out of my hair. I need you to fix this.
Yeah.
Why do I got to do work? And the worst part about my hair is washing it.
Candy Lock Styles would never, ever. She will detox. She washes it anyways. Even if you washed it, she's going to rewash it, because there are certain things as a hairstylist we see that y'all don't see.
We don't see, like, bro.
So you shouldn't expect somebody to do it.
So, like, if I had, like, my locks was just here or whatever, like, but jump falling down, I'm not trying to do all of this.
Let me see.
You know what I'm saying?
They gotta know it's hang time.
So I gotta keep my jump braided so I can keep it off my back.
Exactly.
But then you think I want to wash this? Man, I ain't got time. And not only that, I'm probably not gonna wash it properly. If you come for me in the comments, I'm blocking you. But I gotta, you know what I mean?
That means he did it before.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to wash my hair.
Right. And
the most I do is grease my hair, but I'm not trying to do all that. So don't be telling me, "Oh, come with your hair wash." And I will find somebody else. Candy
Lock Styles.
Candy Lock Styles.
Hello. Get at her.
So okay, boom. All right. So in the field of styling, I know you deal with a lot of it's customer service. You deal with a lot of personalities, a lot of characters. How is that? How do you deal with that?
You know what? I think let me tell you what I'm gonna tell you. I feel like with me working in that mental facility, as well as the hotel, I feel like God was just preparing me for what was to come.
100%.
Because in both jobs, I had to deal with multiple personalities.
Yeah.
Literally. One person probably had 10 personalities.
Facts.
And I had to deal with it. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I had to learn how to be patient and how to still, keep a calm mind, a calm body language, everything. So I think it really helped with doing hair, it could be a little challenging.
Don't.
But I still feel like I'm in that mental facility. When they sit in that chair and they talk to me. I'm a therapist. They don't give us enough credit. You should take up psychology to be a hairstylist because
Real talk.
I'm telling you.
I feel like even at the barbershop for us, for my fellas,
Yes.
when you go to the barbershop and it's almost like your safe space. You sitting in that chair, you've been going to the same barber for 15 years.
Oh yeah.
That man know he knew you before you got married. He know all the problems you had with this woman when she was your girlfriend.
For sure.
He know all the problems now that she's your wife. So you can sit there and y'all chop. So I know it happens.
Oh yes.
In the shop.
Oh yes.
So being you got to get that psychology degree to be a hairstylist.
I'm telling you, it should be mandatory.
What's something crazy that happened at the salon with a client? I know you got some stories.
Okay, so before we even got to the salon,
She say, tell it.
they probably heard that. Before we even get to the salon,
Okay.
I'm going to tell you how a girl I wasn't too fond of became my client, and she's still my client.
Okay, boom, there it is. I
got
love
it?
that.
Okay.
Finding a way to come together. I like that.
Yes. Ooh, women empowerment. Hello. So, I met this young lady at an event. It was an open mic event that I went to. My sister was going there. Steph, she was going there, a lot. And she said, Sam, I want you to come. And I said, I don't want to come. And I said, you know what, I'm going to go. I need some time out. So while I'm there, I see a old friend of mine, not an ex, a real friend.
Got you.
See, an old friend of mine.
It was a male.
It was a male.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Okay. So he's like, oh, get whatever you need. You're good. I'm like, okay. Because, a reputation, people know good face everywhere I go.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
and I go to the bar and I say, can I get a Red Bull? And she says, okay, it's going to be so-and-so. I said, oh, no, he has it, And she said, well, I didn't hear it from him.
Oh, she was the bartender.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
So, I looked at her because I'm not used to people speaking to me in a certain way,
Okay.
When I go places, usually it's everybody respects me off the strength of I give that respect. When I came to her, I was nice. And if you know me, if I'm coming to you nice, you better tighten up.
Okay.
Because,
Gotcha.
So I'm like, hello. And I said, well, he has it for me. And she said, well, I don't know that again. And I said, okay. So I went and got him and I said, tell this girl here.
This person.
Yeah. I don't know what platform we going to be on, so he going to keep it. I'm like, tell her that you got me because it's just a Red Bull. Like, you tripping.
Yeah.
And mind you, everything in me, my pride wanted to pull the money out and then some, like, stop playing with me by the Red Bull.
Right,
but I
right,
said,
right.
you know what? No. So I get him. He's like, oh, she's good. Whatever she wants, like, don't give her a hard time.
Right.
She's like, here you go. And I'm like, give me a napkin too and a straw.
You've been
I'm gonna be extra. So later on that night, I go to use the bathroom. All of a sudden, I'm getting out. She's in the bathroom, standing there like this. I'm like,
looking at you,
looking at me in the bathroom. So I'm like, okay, let me wrap my hair up because I already see what's about to happen, and it's fine. I'm lit now, so it's like whatever.
Oh,
and she's
all the
like,
smoke.
you do hair? Just like that. I said,
What?
Yes. She said, yeah, your sister, because she was good friends with my sister, Steph, and she said, your sister told me you do hair, and I liked her hair, and I need mine's done. So automatically, she is from the islands. So automatically, I said,
crazy.
Oh, she gonna come to my shop and cause some havoc.
Mm-hmm.
So the day of her appointment, I wore like some sweatpants, like a shirt. I put my hair in a ponytail. I'm like, okay. I don't even do stuff. Mind you, disclaimer, I do not like drama. I don't like fighting. But I felt like I might have to defend myself.
She came prepared.
Yes.
She said, I ain't going out like that, boy.
This girl sat in my chair, got her hair done, and she tipped me very nice. I'll say that.
And she been a client ever since.
She been a client ever since. I just was with her last night. Shout out to Vixen. V, I love you.
Oh,
And she brings more clients my way every
Jesus.
time.
Look at God. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Yep. I kept my composure, and that's what happened.
Man, that's dope.
For sure.
To see people to come together like that, man, that is amazing.
She's loyal.
Now, okay, that was a situation that could have went left but went right.
Right.
I want to hear a situation that went left. Cause like I said, you're dealing with customer service, you're dealing with people's personalities, and at the end of the day, there's some people that just even if as a person that doesn't like drama, that's not really into confrontation, it's people that'll push them buttons. Talk to me.
Well, I gotta smile before I say it. Well, when I have loyal clients, I like to make them feel like they're special. Okay. Okay, I'll squeeze you in. No squeezing fee. I'll make room for you, or whatever the case may be. Oh, you getting curls? Don't even worry about that extra fee.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you do that, it makes people take advantage.
Right. Is there a level of entitlement that you see from these people?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, yes. Let me not say sometimes, but yes, definitely. And sometimes they'll do it without even noticing because they're just so used to you
saying yes. They expect that anything they ask, you're gonna say yes.
And that no is like oh.
Yeah.
Hopefully she ain't watching. I'm playing. I hope she watches.
She gonna watch.
So she understands. So yeah, this girl was loyal to me, but I was also loyal to her. I made sure what she wanted got done.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people will see her as difficult. Even herself, she'll say, "Oh, I know they not ready for me. I'll just come when nobody's in the shop."
Oh, so she knows.
She knew how she was. She knew exactly the problems that she brought. So one day I did her hair and I gave her a warning. I said, your hair is very... Some people, let me say this before, some people, they feel like if they leave their braids in, a little longer, it'll grow their hair. Right. Our color, when our hair is dirty, it grows.
Is that a fact?
It's true. For some, everybody's hair is different.
Right.
Because I know somebody else, she says, her hair has to be clean to grow. Gotcha. Other people, it got to be dirty. They need all the oil they can have to get that nourishment.
Oh, so, okay. Yeah, I ain't never know that.
Right. So
I did hear the braid thing, though. People keep their hair braided so it can grow.
Oh, yeah. And they'll keep those braids in for, like, every appointment, probably about 3 appointments, they got the same braids with no wash.
3 appointments? That's like 4 months, 5 months.
I don't mind because I have gloves.
Do you wash the braids? Or no?
They want them just like that.
Hey, fellas, from now on, if you take her on the first date, she got a wig on, ask her when the last time she washed them braids. All right.
Exactly.
Back to regularly scheduled programming.
No, listen. So I'm like, okay. And I gave her a little disclaimer. She's like, oh, I don't want a cap or anything. I said, okay, let me just let you know, without that cap, all those oils is not going to be good for your lace. I said it. And she went out, had a good night, and lo and behold, she's writing me the next day, oh, my hair is lifted. But I told you.
100%.
I told you exactly what was going to happen. And she writes me maybe a week later and says, oh, can the payment I gave you for last week just go towards this new install since it came up so fast? I gotta laugh so I don't get mad.
That's insane.
So I wrote her a long paragraph and I basically ended it off with, it's absurd. Out of all the times I've given you discounts, I've waited on you, I waived your late fees, like all the times that I've, everything I've did for you would never ask another stylist this. No matter if your hair came out the same day, next week, you wouldn't do that. So I feel disrespected. And she laughed at my message and she say, oh my God, for you to say absurd is hilarious.
No way.
So I didn't respond.
You shouldn't. What you respond for what?
I couldn't respond because I knew I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it.
Ain't no reason to respond to that.
Maybe about 3 weeks later, she said, hey, am I still able to get my hair done?
I would have put in all caps. NOPE.
I didn't respond.
You call me petty. I would have
But
responded.
I couldn't believe. I'm like, come on, that's too much.
Man, I would have said nope in all caps. And if I could put the animations on it, I would have put it on there too.
It was bittersweet because she was a loyal client, but that's when you get taken advantage of.
Let me ask you something. Do you think she was a loyal client? Was she loyal to you or was she loyal to the discount?
All right now. I never thought of that, but
Because it's almost like, okay, which brings me to my next like, I guess, series of questions or the next topic of conversation as far as the pros and cons of being a hairstylist. Like, I feel like the same thing as being an athlete. A lot of people, unfortunately, they fool with you because of what you do. Like, some people don't even. I remember one of my little league coaches told me this. He said, dog, sometimes, bro, growing up where we grew up at, some people don't even want no money from you. They don't want no money. They don't want to hang. They don't want nothing from you. They don't want nothing tangible from you. They just want to be able to say, I know this person. They want to be like, if they ride their dogs and be like, yeah, but I'm a dog, and be like, man, what, stop the cap. They want to be able to pull out their phone and call you. And then you answer, be like, yo, and just you saying yo and the other people hearing that,
that's enough.
That's all they want. So as a hairstylist, bro, like you said, women don't play about their hair.
yeah.
So as long as you're giving them that service, they gonna mess with you. The moment that you say, you know what, I'm not doing hair no more, I'm good, I give it up, you don't hear from them people no more.
That's scary.
So that's why I asked, like, was she loyal to you or was she loyal to the discount?
I mean, now that you say that, I guess that just opened my eyes because I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
Honestly, but I guess she was loyal to the discount.
Because for somebody to say, like, the thing is, you ain't dumb.
Right.
You know what you said in this message.
Right.
I responded, and you seen what I said, and it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But then you say this is hilarious.
Like it was a laughing matter.
Like this ain't. So in that situation, it's like, oh, you gonna play with me? Okay. NOPE exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark.
No, hello. I probably should have. A lot of people was like, you are just too nice.
Too nice. I want you to understand, you would not sit in this chair no more.
And she's not. Now
Man.
that I'm standing 10 toes on.
And that's the lack of accountability.
Yes.
That we have in this world. You know what I mean? So but I do see a lot of stylists who walk away from the hairstyling world, and a lot of their cons is that it's very draining. Having to stand up for 8-10 hours in a day. You're literally like, you might take a break, go on vacation, and all you're thinking about is your next client. Do you ever get that feeling where you feel like, man, this is just it's too much?
I don't think I'm at that stage yet. I feel like I want more. Even when I'm tired, it's like that adrenaline in me. Because remember, I came from working. I worked full-time at a mental facility. I worked full-time at a hotel. And then I did hair. I worked 7 days a week. So that hustle, I don't know if it's from my mom, but that hustle always been in me. And it could be mentally draining. I would say that.
Yeah.
The mental part, yes, because you're dealing with people. Sometimes you might make a mistake. You know, we all human. I might double book, and I'm like, oh, man, you know what I'm going to do? But, you know, you can't stop. You got to keep going. You know what you want out of this. So keep going. Don't say, oh, I give up, whatever. You know, I tell some of my friends that all the time. Some of them want to, you know, get into the hair industry. And I tell them, like, don't quit, you know, keep going. Oh, she was mad. Okay, well, see how you could fix it. You know, at the end of the day, you want people to keep coming back to you. You don't want to be one of those rude hair. A lot of those rude hairstylists have been doing hair for a long time.
You know, so obviously,
so they could do that.
Like with my hair, obviously I go to women, right?
Right.
I ain't finna have no dude rubbing on my scalp. No disrespect.
They might be good at it.
No, I'm good. I'm all right. I don't even want to find out. But so I'd rather go to a woman who has, You know, you could rent out a booth or whatever the case may be, where it's just you and the stylist. I'd rather go to that than go to a than go to a hair salon, because women, y'all gossip, and I don't really want to be in there while y'all gossiping, because sometimes I find myself in that situation where the gossip, I become the topic of the gossip.
For sure.
And I'm just like,
you got to.
Like, I don't want to be involved in this.
Yes.
This ain't my thing.
I work next to two lovely stylists, Shell and Ty, and when they have their men come in, the topic just comes up.
So everyone's okay. Let me ask you something. What topic comes up?
The topic comes up of men cheating or being faithful to their wives, or them being the provider, like just a man, just
right,
in general.
Okay, it
just seems to come up.
All right, let me ask you this.
It's coming up now.
Yeah, it's coming up now. It's coming up now. I'm glad you said that. What's in your opinion? What's your how do you describe a man?
A man?
Yeah. What do you think?
Real man?
Yeah. What do you think the role of a man is? You know what? Let me focus that question. Let me narrow that down, because the way I just asked it is very broad. Let me ask you what you think your ideal man is. What you want in a man.
He don't think that's funny. I think that a man should be the two P's that people live by: a provider and a protector.
Okay.
You know, because out of a woman, we always look for some type of provision and we look for some type of protection.
100%.
Even if we can do it on our own, we still want to know that you have the capability of doing so.
Right.
Because I can't say I'm a totally dependent woman, because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I have my own house, car. I have everything. However, I want to make sure if something happens, if I break my wrist today or tomorrow, if I am with a man, you know, are you going to be able to, like, you know, at least hold me down till I can find something that I can do?
Right.
You know, can I lean on you? Can I depend on you? And also protection. You
Right.
know, I don't want to see a lizard on the wall and you are screaming in the corner with me. Like, why are you on top of me? Go get it. What are you?
Right.
What are you doing?
Right.
I was in the shop and a dude was there, and I'm like, it's a lizard, and he said, "Oh." I said, "Oh." What do you mean? Oh, go get it. Like, little things like that. Like, I mean, I would never say I'm looking for the world from somebody, but you gotta have that mindset. I think it's all about a person's mindset.
Okay.
You got goals you want to reach. You got a plan, and you're working towards it.
Okay. How do you feel about 50-50?
Why?
How do you,
50-50?
Yeah, how you feel about that? Be honest.
Okay. I don't like it.
Okay. And why?
Because
what do you think the percentages should be? If it's not 50-50, what do you want it to be?
I'm going to tell you what it should be.
Okay.
I think it should be whatever works for your household.
Okay, what works for you?
It depends on the man that I'm with. If the man that I'm with has it, don't ever say, "Oh, I need you to do." You know you can do it. Why are you asking me for that?
Okay, based on your ideal man, what percentages?
Ideal man can do it.
Okay, so what's the percentage? 100-0?
Like, whatever I feel like putting in.
100-0?
No, because I don't want to put in 0.
What do you want to put in?
Like, maybe like 10 or
so
something.
You want 90-10?
Yeah, so like 80-20 maybe.
80-20?
Maybe 100-0.
Okay.
Maybe 100-0.
100. So you don't want to put in nothing?
Like, as far as bills and stuff, maybe not.
No, listen. See, that's the thing.
That's what I'm thinking about. But, like, say if I want to go out and take you on a date or take you on a trip, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Right.
You know, that's why I say it depends on your household or your relationship.
Right. Right now we're talking about your relationship. So this is all based on you.
Oh, my God.
So in your ideal situation, this is not talking financially. But finances are included, but it's not just solely
Okay,
financials.
so what are we talking about?
We're talking about just in as a whole, like from financial effort, like you said, I guess dates, whatever, like everything that goes into a relationship.
Okay.
What percentage do you put in? What percentage do he put in?
Okay, so then that's where it becomes 50-50 to me. Because sometimes people solely base, which I thought you were doing, base 50-50 on, oh, you have to pay half the rent and you got to pay half the car note and you have to. But my whole thing is a lot of times men are like, oh, you need to put into the bills, but you also, after we come from work, you need to cook and you need to clean and you need to take care of the kids and you need to make sure they do their homework after we come from work.
Right.
You know,
right.
if so, that means the woman is really putting in more, because not only do I have to work to help provide, but I also have to cook.
For sure.
I also have to clean.
For sure.
I also got to take care of them baby kids. I also got to do everything else. I also got to make you feel good and this, that, and the third. So since you put it that way, I don't mind 50-50.
Right.
You know? Okay.
So I think social media has painted this picture where that 50-50 conversation is about finances. And it's not about
that's
finances.
true. That's true.
A relationship is not solely based off finances.
Hello.
Because if you don't fool with me, why would you be with me in the beginning? So that 50-50 conversation.
Y'all heard that?
That 50-50 conversation is about it's the whole relationship.
Yes.
Finances included, but
Yes.
everything. Right? So let me ask you this. I think a lot of men want to know this. What is princess treatment? Can you describe that for us?
Princess treatment?
Yeah.
To me, I feel like it's making your woman feel like she's on top, you know, of everybody.
Okay. Fair enough.
Because I won't say there's no such thing as a loyal man, because there probably is.
Probably.
But like, your lady should always be your priority.
100%.
You know,
Yep.
besides anything. You know what I'm saying? You could be about to do the worst thing in your life, but your girl, my girl calling, you bop them in the head and you answer that phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People know how to respect your woman. Nobody's gonna come up to her. This is besides the financials.
No,
because
for sure.
Of course, with princess treatment, she should be, you know, anything that she wants. I mean, your girl should get.
Speaking from experience, like when I was in a relationship, I'm in the middle of the club. I'm with me, my brother, my dogs. I'm sitting on the couch. It's females. It's private parts all on the back of my neck. All kind of crazy stuff.
I'm crying.
And she would FaceTime me. I'm answering the phone.
Yes.
Like, bro, I don't have nothing to hide. For one, bro, I don't know what platform this going on, so I'm not even gonna say that.
Hello.
But when whenever she like, the thing about it is, in my relationship, a phone call was weird. Why are you phone calling me? Why are you not FaceTime? Like, it was FaceTime. We didn't know what a phone call was.
I know that's right.
So I see. So it's about respect at the end of the day, regardless of what you about to do, bro. Just as long as you don't. Cause my mama always taught me.
Hello.
She got 2 boys and a girl. She always said, "Listen, bro. At the end of the day, I'm raising boys, so I got to tell y'all what it is. If you gonna do something stupid, just don't disrespect your woman.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Oops.
when if something happens and the only person that knows about it is your woman, y'all can work through that. But the moment everybody else finds out and you embarrass her,
I'm telling you.
now you in trouble.
I'm telling you.
All right, tell me.
That's what it is.
Don't tell me, tell them.
I'm telling y'all, stop embarrassing us. We are sick of it. Okay? Do it low key. At the end of the day, let it be known that you have a woman. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying, oh, you have to overly post or overly, you know what I'm saying? But let people know you have a woman. Let them know that her place will always be on top. You're never gonna pass my lady, because this is who I'm with. This is who I want to be with. And you have to make it clear. Because some people think, oh, I get princess treatment. He do what I want. But he do what every girl want. Okay. Don't do to me what you do for everybody else.
I think that's a problem that we have in society today.
Yeah.
That you got a lot of men, which I call them. They like, do you trick? That's what it's tricking. A woman love a dude that trick. But the thing about it is, like, you trying to find a husband in a trick. He not just doing that for you. He doing that for
Right.
And this ain't me throwing salt on nobody. If you a trick, my man, keep tricking off.
Keep tricking. Keep
doing your thing, bro. And trust me, I'm gonna throw you alleys every chance I get. If they ain't for me, I ain't no trick. But if they come to me talking about they want to trick, I'm not finna tell them, bro, get out of my face. I'm gonna tell them I can lead you in the right direction. So y'all keep tricking. I'm gonna throw y'all alleys, bro. I'm just not that.
Tell him.
But y'all messing up the game, though. Y'all messing up the game.
Oh, man. No.
They are.
No.
Because the thing about it is, all it takes is a woman to experience one trick, and she think that every man's supposed to do that. And then she trying to find a husband in a trick. If he'll do that for this person and that person, what make you think he won't, after he do it for you, he'll do it for somebody else?
I don't think so, because I feel like the same way y'all know how to characterize a
30, what's it called, 306, 308?
304.
304, it's 304?
I think.
I guess that, whatever, one of them numbers.
The same way y'all know how to characterize a 304, we know how to characterize a trick. And
Y'all can see it a mile away.
just like y'all can see it. You know,
Well, sometimes you can't.
Well, from a simple convo.
Oh, right, okay.
Initial
fair
contact will tell you, you know, and we'll know, like, oh, okay, cool. And I don't think that tricks are messing it up for anybody. There's not a lot left anyways.
You don't, but and you might say that, and I'm not saying you're wrong. If you feel as though tricks ain't messing it up, that's cool. But you don't deal with women. So, like, I got to deal with women. So, like, the conversation, all right, let me ask you something.
Okay.
You don't have any children, right? If you had a son, and your son came to you and said, Mom, this girl just asked me what's the most expensive thing I bought for my ex, what would you tell him to answer?
What you asking me that for?
Okay. What you mean, he can't answer it?
This not an interview.
I'm saying, she's saying, like, she just want to know what's the most expensive thing you bought for your ex.
I'll tell him, give me the phone.
What you gonna tell her?
What you asking him that for?
I just want to, and she says, I just want to see if he's a giving person. I like giving men.
And then
providers.
Okay, so then when he answers, and then he asks her, what's the freakiest thing you did with a man? She's gonna be offended.
Oh yeah, so it's wrong to ask that.
No, what I'm saying is, if she's willing to ask something like
no,
that,
I'm saying,
he should be able to ask whatever he wants.
Facts.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
So in other words, she should never ask that to begin with.
Yes.
If she can't answer what he's about to ask.
Yeah.
Or you took the phone, so what you about to ask?
Okay. If that's my baby.
Yeah.
I'm not about to play.
If a woman was to ask your son that, what do you think her intentions are?
She wants to know, like, how much, because whatever he bought that girl, the most expensive, she feels like she can go a little bit above it. So she just wants to know how far or how much she can get out of him. It's not so much, oh, what's your favorite hobby? What's your favorite color? What do you like to eat?
Right.
She wants to know, you know, what can you do for me?
Okay.
And how far can you go?
Fair enough.
Because if you can't get me a Chanel bag, if you're talking like Tory Burch or something, I don't even want to talk to you. That's what she's giving. That's what she's giving.
Damn. Okay.
She said she not wrong.
Hey, listen. If y'all run into a situation where somebody asks y'all that, run. Get away. Unless you a trick.
Exactly. I was gonna say some men like it.
Handle your business, big dog.
They can do it and they want to do it.
Handle your business, big dog. Okay. Let me ask you another question. See, I don't really use that term, but boss B word.
Okay.
What does that mean to you?
A girl who has her own. A girl who has a strong mentality. She doesn't let anything or anyone block her from what she's trying to accomplish. She's rooted and grounded in whatever she's doing. And I would say that, to me, she believes in God. To me, that's how I feel.
Amen. Is it hard to date as somebody who got it? Like, who got their own and doing their own thing?
Let me tell you something.
Talk to me.
I have a friend, a good homegirl. Her name is Mo. Money Mo.
Okay.
Free Money Mo. All right?
Free Money Mo?
Free her.
Free her.
For sure.
Y'all put money on them books, man.
Hey, put some money on them books, because she'll do it for anybody. All right. So she told me, she said, Sam, you know what's so great about having your own? And I'm like, what? You know, she always gave me talks. So I'm like, okay, let's go. She said, I don't have to look for a man who can provide the things that I need. You know, I can look for his personality. I can look for the type of man that he is. I don't have to make sure he can take care of me. I don't have to make sure I can depend on him. I don't have to make sure he's a trick. I can find the man that I need, because there's a lot of men that have money, but they're lame. It's a lot of men, because they have money, a girl is just gonna go like,
Right.
oh yeah,
Right.
he got it, and he's so ugly. And if he didn't have that money, you'll be like, ew, who is he?
Right.
You know,
Facts.
but you can actually go for a man that you would potentially like, because guess what? I don't need you to do these things. Money, if need be, I could show you how to get this money.
No,
I
facts.
could show you how to. That's the easy part. But a man that you feel like you could see a future with, that you feel like you can have a child with, you know, those are the things that you can look for in a person.
For sure.
A man, a friend, anybody. You don't have to go for the in crowd. You can choose freely.
Facts.
So-
Okay. And you mentioned that some dudes got money in they lane.
Yes.
All right. Would you rather a dude that's rich and boring, or broke and fun?
I mean, God, broke.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't say poor. I said broke. It's a difference.
like, how are you gonna, like, what type of fun are you gonna have?
Cause having fun doesn't always require money.
Okay, so name something you can do without money.
Picnics, going to the beach, hanging out.
How are you gonna buy the picnic blanket, the food, the transportation to get to the picnic?
The thing is a lot of broke people have a car.
Okay, so you said it's a difference between broke and poor,
And poor,
right?
like if you're
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? You're broke, because being broke can mean that you're living beyond your means.
Okay. Well, I guess I've talked to a person who had more than we both needed. And then I've talked to somebody who is like, all right, I got to put it in too. And I'm going to be honest, I probably would go for the person that I had to put in too. Only because it's easy to make money. You can find, like me personally, I've done been in PJs, and I done been where it's like, oh God,
How we finna pay for this?
how we about to do this? You know? So I know it's easy. You can work your way up to it.
Right.
But it's like a lame person, like when you get away from the money, like the clubs, throwing money, the malls, and you have to be in a room with them and close the door. I'm sitting there like,
This ain't worth it.
I just need to go home.
Yeah,
Why am I
yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Like, you can't even, like, I'm sick of it.
No, I feel that.
I'm ready to go,
I
you know,
feel
and
that.
that's important. But some girls, they're strong. They can handle that because they're like, oh, all
They-
I got to do is cheat.
They strong or they greedy?
They greedy and strong.
How that?
Because to deal with that, like I've been to a point where I don't want to deal with this.
So if a person hates the job that they work at, but they make a lot of money, does that make them strong or that make them greedy?
I think,
Because the thing is, if I make a lot of money at this job, but I hate this job, I'm not that strong. It's the paychecks that keep me here. So am I greedy because of this paycheck, or am I strong because I can stand in the paint, but I'm making a lot of money?
I'm sick of him. How he know all this stuff?
I don't know if I am the smartest
It's
man in the
making
world.
sense.
For I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. Unfortunately, we have run out of time.
No. We
But
just started.
To close this, that we actually just started, which makes me frustrated.
I
But
know, I'm sorry.
I know you got some gems, man, some words of wisdom, something you can share with the young women who out here who aspire to do hair. Like, just give them some gems on either where to start, or if they've already started, how do they keep it going? How do they keep their faith up? How do they, just to keep persevering and seeing it through?
Okay. Which camera is it?
Boom.
This one? Okay. To my ladies, in the words of Trina, I'm playing. I love Trina. Shout out Trina. I love you, girl. But Honestly, keep your eyes on the prize. I know that is so cliche, but it's so real. Keep your eyes on the prize. Have tunnel vision. Know what you want. Write it down and go for it. Don't let anything stop you. Do not procrastinate. Do not say, next week I'll do it. Next month I'll try it. When I learn how to do this, I'll do it. Don't do that. Just go for it. As soon as you go for it, you will see people come in. Pray over your business. Keep God in your life. Put him head. Put him first. That's what you got to do. Put him first. I'm telling you. And everything is going to come. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the clients. Worry about your business. Worry about your goals. Once you stay focused on that, everything is going to come to life. I promise you. I promise. It happened for me. It'll happen for you. Love ya. Thank you.
That's what's up, man. Hey, like I told you, I got my sis coming through. She came through and blessed the table with me. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate you, Samiie. That was amazing. It's
Thank
all
you.
love. I appreciate you coming through. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, sir, man. That was another episode of Out the Winter Podcast. I am the maestro, Fly Guy HG. And as always, with love.